Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, on the Bitcoin chart, we've seen a slight push higher earlier today, but nothing major, nothing groundbreaking yet. We're still holding above support, which I leave unchanged for now. Yeah, so it's still between 83,153 and 86,030. So if you watched the previous update, then you know that this is still the relevant micro support area we're tracking currently for the bullish count. Because it is very much possible we test it again. I'm not saying we do, but we have to give it a little bit of space. I mean, on the microstructures here, this is just pretty messy, and we just have to give it a bit of space in case it comes down lower. I would then just call it maybe an extended wave 2. Yeah, maybe in a flat correction. So keep that in mind. What I said to you in the last video, and let's take a look at the short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios. There is a lot of there's a lot of chaos here in these microstructures at the moment, and the context hasn't changed. I explained that in the previous video. Check out the previous video. Check out the daily chart if you're interested. But on the micro level, there are many different interpretations possible right now. So I tried to explain it as simple as possible. Let's take a look at the short-term bullish scenario first, which is the white scenario. And even in the white count, we could say, hey, maybe the wave 4 bottomed here on the 28th of February. But from a bullish point of view, I could even argue that the wave 4 bottomed here on the 4th of March, on Tuesday, in a so-called truncation, which allows then for more direct movements to the upside. And in the white count, I can say this was an A wave. This is a B wave. The problem is the move down looks a little bit like a 5-wave move down. I can also interpret it as 3, but that doesn't help with clarity. And from here, we could now watch for higher prices. Okay, so I mentioned in the last video we have 5 waves up. Okay, 3 waves down, we're holding it. And if the bulls push higher now, we could do something like that. A break above the first green signal line at around $95,400 would be, let's say, the first solid signal that a substantial low formed. For now, we are still moving in an area where very easily, the price could form one more low in the yellow count. We're far away from confirming that we push higher, okay? But if we push higher, the first step to confirm that, well, okay, a break above resistance, but more important is a break above the green line at 95,400. Why is that important? Because if we are in the yellow count, the price should really not break above that level. So that would help us to rule out yellow. Okay, it would not completely rule out another low, but or the potential for another low, but it will reduce the likelihood. And it's all about confirming things. The thing is, at the moment, because of the initial rally there from the 28th of February low, that was a 3-wave move. It's just not very clearly bullish, this chart at the moment, on the smaller time frame only. Okay, from a context point of view, yeah, I'm still looking for higher. And also here, I'm slightly leaning towards higher prices because the initial rally was in 5 waves. I'm talking about the rally from the Tuesday low. The problem is it's not very clear because the rally from the 28th of February low is 3 waves. So I see the potential for a larger 3-wave move. A wave, B wave, C wave, yeah, absolutely. And then we have to take it from there. So that means we have a few levels to watch, especially to the upside here, this 95,400 level, very important to confirm further the bullish potential. And we need to hold above 83,150 to keep that potential alive. Yeah. So even if we go a little bit lower, it might be that's just a reset of wave 2. But I try to help you guys to understand that the microstructures it's just when the context isn't super clear, the microstructures won't make it clearer. Okay. But what I can say is that the yellow count, which is obviously an ABC structure, that move up doesn't fully align with the concept of a 3-wave move. Okay, the proportions are off a little bit. That gives us some hope from a bullish point of view. But that's really just the detail. I always try to identify those details that just give us a hint. Because in the yellow count, it just doesn't look like a very clear 3-wave move. Yeah, this is a bit short here, this move up. Okay, that C wave might even give us another high. Okay, more around 92K. But yeah, it overall tries to push higher. We're still holding above support. So yeah, I'm still looking for. I see basically two bullish scenarios. Yeah, one where we're moving higher in an ABC structure, and the other one where we have a so-called truncated low, which is really the exception, but it can happen. So I see two bullish ones versus here one immediately bearish one. And I intend to give the bulls here in this case the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, the yellow count is still likely, so I wouldn't show it if it wasn't. And then sometimes people ask me, can you tell us what's more likely? Honestly, all I can share with you is probabilities are really balanced here in this range, so you can't really calculate probabilities for this. But because on the larger time frame, we've really maybe completed a substantial correction, and I assume that we are rather looking for a bounce from this region. Yeah, I intend to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt when there's a chance. Yes, one more low can't be ruled out, but it might just then be the last one. So for now, I'm looking for higher. Support is holding, but take it as it is. There's not really a clear bullish setup right now. It's not very clear. Had this been a 5-wave move up, it would be a bit clearer. So I remain cautious, yeah, but tentatively bullish here in the very short term as long as we're holding 83,150. Below that level, 75K is next support, and ideally we find support then in that area. Okay, for now, another test of the orange support region seems likely, given that this is starting to lose some momentum, as it seems. But that's just me saying, it's likely. It's not predicting it because this pullback isn't strong enough to really clearly indicate that this is happening. That would happen in real time, honestly. That would need to be observed really in real time. For now, the levels are all being respected. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.